Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 8, the early years Kobe episode, as it were, of Let's Try Avowed. R.I.P. Kobe Bean Bryant. Loved that guy. Still do. Love you guys too. Hope you're well. Ready to check out some more of this fascinating quote-unquote action RPG with me. First-person RPG, I don't know, open-world RPG, I guess is a better definition. But we're going to get it in, have some fun. Last episode, we pretty much wrapped up the port town, or should I say the port, just the port itself. We can't get into Paradise, so we've got to go on the trail of the Calgiver or the Calvager, something like that, and so on and so forth. So we're in Dawn Shore. Let's go. Barath is the god of death, cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability. They take the form of the pallid knight, a black-clad soldier, or the usher, a wrinkled silent dwarf, tasked with moving souls along the wheel into their next life. We know about the compass. Got to keep an eye on that, but I forget sometimes. That gives all the goodies. Defeated enemies drop purple essence fragments that replenish your essence when you absorb them. That's important. Okay, here we are. Right here with Kai. So we could pretty much go where we want now. We can come down here. Check this out. Just see what's up outside of town in the terrain itself. Oh, can we pick that up? Test your metal. Cosmina Weapons Master. Right, we know about that. Beautiful. Let's come over here and see what this big purple stone is. Avona's Threshold Party Camp. Oh, you can set a party camp at large Adra Waystones.
Maybe it's superstition, but Adra like this usually marks a good spot to rest.
Throughout the Living Lands. Adra, can I interact with you? I can. Let's quick save and do it. Well, actually, first, yeah, we'll quick save or interact. You can set a party camp at large Adra Waystones found throughout the Living Lands. Oh, it's nighttime. Setting up party camp will fully restore your health. In party camp, you can speak with companions, upgrade, enchant gear.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land.
Store extra items.
Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing.
Stash.
As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
And collect god totems or something? I didn't catch that actually, but let's go,
I haven't
son.
seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Stashing items from your inventory can reduce your overall weight and prevent encumbrance. We're going spear and grimoire, and in the second hand a bow. So we'll put down We have two common ones. We'll put down a round shield, I guess. and a sword. And a wand. And we'll sell that one. And then we'll put the breastplate in there. 18. Wow. Bong bong. Get deer and armor. We can almost upgrade that stuff. This stuff has no weight. Neither does that, or that. Perfect. Upgrade items at the workbench. Select a weapon or piece of armor from the left side of the screen to upgrade. In order to upgrade, you must have enough upgrade materials of the corresponding type and quality. You may also combine upgrade materials to create those of higher quality. The results of your upgrade are displayed on the right side of the screen. Materials come in numerous types, each with their own purpose. Weapon materials, metals like iron chunks, and woods like softwood branches are the primary materials used to upgrade weapons. Armor materials, skins like pelts and tanned hides, etc. are the primary materials used to upgrade armor. Universal herbs, native herbs like paradise and ladder, and Hylia's talon, etc. are used to upgrade all items. Adra and its variants are used to upgrade unique items across quality tiers. Enchanting materials, a variety of monster parts like Zarb tongues, spider legs, and ogre blood, etc. are used to enhance and augment unique weapon enchantments. Do we have anything that can be upgraded? I thought we might. No, we're shy on a paradise and ladder. Wow, we have everything else except that ladder. Crafting, no entries, okay. Good to know. Enchanting station. Unique weapons can have their primary enchantment further improved or augmented at the enchanting station. Augmenting a unique enchantment replaces the original enchantment, is permanent, and requires a variety of specific enchanting materials to perform. We don't have any unique items. Totem Shrine. You can display collected totems and totem fragments at the Totem Shrine. In Party Camp, each totem is dedicated to a particular god in Aora's pantheon. Totems will provide powerful effects while they are active. Only one totem can be active at a time. It's interesting, another little system to play with. Oh, I missed that, but that means he wants to talk. The exclamation point, cook. At the cauldron, recipes allow you to combine certain ingredients to create consumables. Even rotten foods can be used in cooking. Select a recipe to cook from the left side of the screen. You can view the resulting consumable and its enhanced effects in the middle side of the screen. Select your ingredients on the right side of the screen. We can make grenades from pelts, iron chunks, or softwood branches, and alcoholic beverages. Make grog, cures poison, bleed, elemental accumulation, and restores health based on the amount cured, plus 70% poison, bleed, and elemental damage resistance. Mariner's porridge, a cooked fish or animal product, and a vegetable or grain and filler. Make a merc brew from mushrooms. A tar loaf, a simple flatbread made from rice. Often serves as both plate and utensil for other dishes, but is quite satisfying by itself. Makes 5 tar loaf from 1 Furian rice. Huh. Rotten food goes into the fruitful wine. 20% max stamina. Cured loin. Cooked alabaster. Arak made from fruit. Yes, let's make some of that. Essence regen. Oh, we only have spring berries and apple, so... Wait, apple. Oh, I see. Craft one. Bong bong. Nice. And another Arak will craft. With an apple and... Oh, do apple, apple. Okay, we'll craft it. Should I make 2 of them? 2 of them. Bong bong. We'll make this cured loin. Simple enough, it's raw. Cured rusk snout. Peorian rice wine, 20% max stamina. Let's see what the it takes Peorian rice. I'd rather make 5 tarlo from 1 Peorian rice. So let's craft that. Bong bong, this is cool. Oh, spiced rusk snout sausage. Nice, with essence regen. And we have a lot of ingredients, so 1 cooked meat or raw meat, a soul sponge. Cooked meat or raw meat. I guess mushrooms are fine too. Salted trout. Cured overgrown loin. We can even use a spoiled cucumber. And up here, cured rusk snout loin. And it makes what, 4 of them? That's crazy. Crazy, so this will work, right? Maximum of 1 can be crafted. What does that mean? Yeah, 1, but it's going to make 4. Maybe I shouldn't use soul sponge, though. I have a feeling if there's alchemy, it's probably more useful. Let's use settler's arrow. Four spiced rusk snout sausage, nice. Oh, we can make this now with the tar loaf. Excellent. Even with the eggs. Mariner's porridge, these are super useful restorative items. I don't think we need to make more than that. We have plenty. Well, we're going to go through them probably fairly quickly. Grog, so it only restores health based on the amount of poison, bleed, and elemental accumulation cured, but then gives you a heck of good resistance to those things. A simple blend of liquor and water. As barrels of water quickly stagnate over weeks at sea, this beverage offers a safe alternative for sailors and is much more prized. Any sufficiently potent spirit will do when mixing grog, and no 2 casks ever taste alike. Now grenades are interesting. They take alcoholic beverages and crafting materials. Darkest Rawatanian chocolate cookie. +1 perception and dexterity and 10% movement speed. Rivaled only by Adirans in their love. Let me click it. Of sweet things, the Rawatanians count many delicious desserts among their famed delicacies. One of their most revered treats is the darkest Rawatanian chocolate cookie. It has become a courtesy gift among Rawatanian ambassadors, with many foreign dignitaries warmly receiving any delegation from Rawatai in the hopes of receiving a batch of their revered treats. Thorn fruit and 2 tar loaf. And we can make a cookie that gives, what is it? 1 perception and dexterity, 10% movement speed. Doesn't say for how long it lasts, though. But, we'll go ahead and craft one. Bong bong. Cooked alabaster, might as well. Maximum of 2 can be crafted. Craft them up. And then grenades. It takes, oh, fruitful wine. Not going to use the arak. Let's just save. How do we make the arak again? Fruit and fruit, okay. So it wouldn't hurt to use a fruitful wine here. I'd like to see what the fruitful wine does, though. There we go. 2 constitution and 5% damage reduction. I'd rather keep that than make a grenade. What about the fury and rice wine? 20% max stamina. I'd rather get rid of that to make a grenade. A ball of iron, packed with explosive powder, impact with a solid surface. Oh yeah, we've read that. Let's make a single grenade. Oh no, then we have to use either a pelt, an iron chunk, or softwood branch. No thank you. We'll get out of there. Very good. Very cool. And I don't think we can go out and adventure at night though. Oh look, the lighthouse is on. That's awesome. I'm not actually... Oh, we can interact. Does that end our time here? Let's go talk to Kai.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
Yes, that's true.
No need to be humbled. We're traveling together, we might as well get acquainted. So what's your story? Who are you that the Emperor sent you all the way out here?
I'm investigating the Dream Scourge.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. These are unusual times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
What's known about the Dream Scourge?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
That's why I'm here, to find the source and put a stop to it.
I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel-Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Why are you looking for the Clavenger anyway?
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it.
We already knew that.
Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Something here calls to me. I don't know what it is, but I feel a connection.
Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the dream scourge.
Uh,
I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
Why is the soul plague called the Dream Scourge anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths like mine? No. Wonderful.
I guess it sounded better than miasmal canker.
What can you tell me about Paradise?
To the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
Living Lands has a reputation for adventure. What do you expect? Or no? I thought the Living Lands was full of eccentrics, exiles, and criminals.
Exactly. What's not to love? These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
If it's so deadly, why would anyone come here?
For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
The Living Land sounds like a haven.
It was, for some. Not always the types you'd want as your neighbors. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
But Adir's changing things, is that it?
That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
I've got questions about you.
Good thing you're asking the expert.
When did you come to Paradise?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Where were you before?
A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates.
You must have missed the amenities of a bigger city like Paradise.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
What did you do before you came to the Living Lands?
I joined up with the Rawatayan Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
Oh, was he in Pillars of Eternity too, maybe? Kai? Well, what was that like?
Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Huana cousins.
Sounds familiar.
To add, they're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either.
So what did you do?
I deserted, and I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
You just like fighting for desertion is a serious crime in the Rawatayan Navy.
That's why I never returned home. There were only so many options for a Rawatayan deserter with no training and anything else.
Rawatayan.
As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
And how did that work out?
I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough, had enough.
You had a whole life before coming here.
Yeah. Though, in a lot of ways, it feels like I didn't really start living until I got here. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you.
You're originally from Rawatai?
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales?
We have Almawa in Nadir too, you know.
Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
Almawa, what's Rawatai like?
A thump on the back and a crack on the skull from a brother who says you should visit more. It's complicated. I guess home usually is. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenchers? Do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare.
Irrigation, drain. Anyone from Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
Huh. Diversity builds strength and character. You'd fit right in with the Ranger Nui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rawatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora. As well as one of the most warlike and expansionists.
You're not wrong. Though, my countrymen would point out that we had to expand to find fertile land to feed our people. And the scattered kingdoms we've absorbed in the process have joined one of the most advanced nations in the world.
That's complicated.
And that's what I like about the Living Lands, where most civic concerns are about as nuanced as a wall of sharpened stakes. Until recently, anyway.
Let's talk about Dawnshore.
Sure. What's on your mind?
That's all. Good night, Kai.
Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
Right. Okay, so I think we're done here. Let's, interact with the Adra. And that should become daylight then. Rest for the night, exit party camp. Yep, exit here. Bong bong. And here we go. Alright. Let's go see what's going on down here, I guess.
Really is tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into the camp for this. This.
People are angry. They can't see how much good we've done for everyone since we got here. They'll come around, though.
Yeah. I just hope Inquisitor Ludwig and the Stilgarrote don't see this and take matters into their own hands.
Agreed. Nobody deserves to die for this. And that's exactly what would happen to those bloody fools. Just another day in paradise, eh?
The gall of these locals.
What exactly happened? I don't get it. Oh, they drew on the banner? Yeah. Drew all over the banner and kicked over a stool with some mead on it.
Build another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what'll you adherents do then?
Die alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
If the stone wall up the road didn't last, your pointy sticks don't stand a chance. And neither do we.
Look out, sir. You can't guarantee your safety past these palisades.
Did you hear that, sir?
As if a few sharpened sticks can hold the wilds at bay.
Well, Thea?
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Strangerroot is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, Birth, eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal.
I could be. Why?
They say the Emperor sent a member of his own court, one of the inner circle.
Your reputation precedes you.
It's all above my rank, but it means High Crown's taking our situation out here seriously. I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
I lost most of my crew in a shipwreck at Fort Northreach, then the Fort Stedman tried to kill me.
Did you deserve it? Kidding, kidding. Sorry to hear, envoy. The Living Lands is dangerous. We should be sticking together. Can't imagine what might have possessed them to do that. Hope it isn't the damn soul plague. I haven't seen anything like that before. It seems to change people. Animals. Feels sometimes like the plague is alive somehow. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adia makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past.
What did you do?
Mostly it was petty larceny. Sometimes it was spiteful larceny. Got caught when I helped a pretty girl rob her husband. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose.
You're free after that?
Oh, you're a funny one, envoy. Free. Am I free after this? And they say the Adiran elite have no sense of humor. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades.
Huh. Anything you miss about it here?
About Adir, that same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, envoy. But truth is, not really. Adir's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. But break its trust, and well, Adir will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Wodica. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here.
Given I'm rather new here, I'd love your thoughts on the general lay of the land.
Listen, envoy. I'm here to build defenses against the land. You want geography lessons? Go ask a cartographer. I do know a few things, though. So, ask.
Any settlements of note in the living lands?
No, none. It's all untamed wilderness and feral heathens. I'm joking. Of course there are. There's Fjord, which is run by animancers. Thirdborn, where all the ruffians dwell. And Solus Keep, which has the Pargrunin, who don't like anybody.
Fjord's run by animancers, what?
And happily, too. Sounds like they've got a whole colony of inventors and researchers there. If I want a servant of the Adiran Empire, I might say it sounds fascinating. Groundbreaking, even. I know animancy is considered blasphemous and dangerous, but Fjord supplies most of the produce we eat here in Paradise. They must be doing something right.
Huh, ruffians and thirdborn, huh?
Miscreants and layabouts and all those great things. The kind of people who can make a life out of impossibly bad situations. Settlements just as rough and tumble. Wouldn't mind having a drink with the locals, to be honest. They sound like they've got stories. You know what I mean? Heard they're under siege right now, though, by those dream thralls. Wouldn't want to be them, between the desert weather and that.
What do you mean when you say Solus Keep's inhabitants don't like anybody?
I mean the Pargrunin dwarves won't talk to anybody. They stay inside Solus Keep and just never come out.
What if I do want a geography lesson?
Once again, I'm no cartographer. But you know what they say about continents with small acreage? They've got big personalities. Little bit of everything here. Poison swamps, deserts, snow-covered mountains, volcanoes, acid seas. Because why not? A cartographer might be able to tell you more. I hear there's one in town.
How do you feel about the living lands?
That it lives up to its name. Wilder place than Adir, which has been stomped into civility. The living land scares our empire, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't be sending its most expendable folk here. Present company excluded, of course. I think the living lands won't want to be leashed by the empire, though. But that's my opinion. I've been here a while.
You think the locals will take well to seeing a godlike?
I don't know. I mean, I know some people in Adir think of godlike as blessed by the gods. What with you lot having a divine resemblance and all. Although, I guess some folk think godlike are cursed. Depends on what sort you are. Frankly, I don't know if I've seen your particular kind before. Still, I think there are stranger things than you in the living lands, envoy. No offense, but more importantly...
I've got some other questions.
Ask them then. You're a nice distraction, envoy.
Why have you set up palisades here?
Just take a look down the road, and you'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, envoy.
The wilds at bay? What's so dangerous up there?
The strangleroot is hungry. Every day, it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway.
Anything else I should know?
While Grunin beer is surprisingly terrible, always trust in a Mauen to know where the best seafood is. Pay attention when the locals tell you something. And watch out for poets. Something's odd about them.
Huh. Have you seen any sign of the Adiran ambassador?
He and the Clavager passed through not long ago. I didn't much like it, but they refused an escort.
I'd be interested. Tell me about the ambassador.
Less competent than he seems. You think with all the time the ambassador spends working, he'd have more done. No, I hear he's about a sneeze away from swallowing the muck he's paddling in. Poor man.
I'd be interested in gossip about the Clavager.
Hot-tempered bastard. I think the ambassador's scared of him, but won't do a thing because the Clavager keeps the wheels turning. Good at its job, though. Purportedly. Bad about his confections. Sweet tooth like a hummingbird's. He and the ambassador make a good pair, honestly. The ambassador talks a lot. The Clavager gets the administrative day-to-day done.
About Inquisitor Ludwin, what do you think of her?
Honestly, I'm more scared of her than Woduka. At least I understand why the Burned Queen is so pissed. Ludwin runs the Steel Garrote, Woduka's order of paladins. The only thing they care about is their Burned Queen. There's honor among thieves, envoy. But zealots, they'll raise the world for their god.
Huh. I've got to go. Hold the wall. Alright, so I should turn down some of the settings to get a more proper frame rate. Fine Adiran Mead, plus 2 perception, 10% max essence. Nice. It's a little bit jagged right now. Maybe I'll look into that for next episode. Let's see how long we've been playing. 43 minutes, wow. So I'm going to wrap it here, guys. And say thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, it's a great help for the channel and greatly appreciated by me. Also, if you want to be an even bigger help and a legend in mine eyes, you can become a member here on my channel or on patreon.com/fluent. Just a heads up for anyone who didn't know that and is interested. No pressure though, it's all good. But shout out to my members as well. Love you guys and love my non-members as well. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this here. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time as we explore more. Probably less talking next time, more exploring. But pretty cool game thus far. Digging it. Glad to be playing. So hope to see you next time. Until then, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. Catch you in the next episode in the Living Lands. Ciao for now.